Judge Reed O'Connor writes, "Every year, our country commemorates the revolution waged against a tyrannical executive. To safeguard against future tyranny, our founding documents designed a system that prevents undue concentrations of power in order to protect important rights and to ensure that a legislative consensus is reached before enacting laws on the most important issues in society." Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So we just had another huge win yesterday, and I love making these types of videos because it was a massive victory against bureaucratic overreach. These bureaucrats who somehow think that they are responsible for not only creating law, but enforcing law. They like to take the job of Congress and just put it all in one agency that isn't necessarily accountable to the people. So this was a win for FRTs, but in reality, it was a win for us in preventing that type of overreach. Hey, real quick, if you guys agree that federal agencies are consistently overstepping their boundaries, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little alarm bell. That'll let you know when new videos come out, because we talk about this topic a lot on this channel. So with that being said, let's get to the video. Now, all of this comes from a lawsuit by the NAGR. Congratulations on your win. And it challenged the ATF's redefinition of the FRT into what they consider to be a machine gun, because they want to be able to twist and bend the rules and bend the words of the NFA to make everything fall within its regulations. And that's kind of what they did here. They didn't follow the APA. They didn't follow the correct procedures. NAGR pointed that out, and of course the judge saw right through the ATF's arguments in this case. Basically, they reclassified something that is still semi-automatic as a machine gun, and it created a lot of problems. I don't know if you guys remember the ATF showing up at people's houses. There's cell phone video of it where they were forcing people to turn him over, forcing people to sign affidavits. They were questioning people in interrogative ways. I mean, there was a lot of things going on. Obviously, they went off after the FRT itself. They stopped its production. I mean, there was a lot of things that were created by simply that one definition change. Well, the judge actually had some scathing things to say about the ATF and their, rule-making process and the redefining of this particular item. And it was absolutely astonishing to read, because you don't expect to see it from a federal district court judge, but he absolutely destroys that agency in this statement. So at the end of his opinion, Judge Reed O'Connor writes, "Every year, our country commemorates the revolution waged against a tyrannical executive. To safeguard against future tyranny, our founding documents designed a system that prevents undue concentrations of power in order to protect important rights and to ensure that a legislative consensus is reached before enacting laws on the most important issues in society. Such foresight is especially prudent in cases like this one. Indeed, while this case may seem focused on firearms, it represents so much more. It is emblematic of a devastating problem that increasingly rears its head in federal courts: rampant evasion of the democratic process. Few issues more acutely endorse this problem than the present case. Our nation would do well to remember the very reasons and spirit that inspired our democratic system of governance in the first place." Again, Judge Reed O'Connor so ordered this 23rd of July, 2024. So at the end of his 64-page opinion, Judge O'Connor decides to take his own time to scold the agency for trying to assume too much power, telling them that we have a democratic process, we have separation of powers, and each branch, co-equal branch of government, is there for its own purpose, and that they don't have the power of Congress, stating that Congress actually tried to, or attempted to, pass a law that would ban these types of things, and it failed in Congress, and that's the democratic process. Not having a bureaucracy create some type of rule because they didn't get the preferred outcome that they were looking for. And so again, he reminds them that we have a process in this country, and it's not a bunch of unaccountable, unelected officials out there who just simply change definitions in order to get what they couldn't get through that democratic process. Again, we have separation of powers for a reason. And so I thought that was a very powerful statement, especially from a federal district court judge. I absolutely love to see it. Obviously, there's going to be more. I mean, the government 100% is going to appeal to the appellate courts here. So we're going to see this fight continue. I don't think it's going to change much until we hear from the appellate court on this. But just, I mean, based on what we've seen in the past, I don't think it's going to hold up. Just like with other lawsuits that have recently gone up there, each one of them has sided with, the Second Amendment or shown to prove that the agency violated the APA, the Administrative Procedures Act. And I think eventually we're going to get an all-out win here, but almost guaranteed it's going to get appealed. I still wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to share with you Judge Reed O'Connor's opinion on this because, like I said, I thought it was extremely powerful to hear that from a judge, that they're trying to assume, again, too much power, way more power than they were granted by Congress. Anyway, I want to thank you guys very much. It's fantastic to talk about another big win. If you guys believe in freedom, if you believe in our constitutional rights, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It's quick. It only takes a second, but it really helps us spread our message. The little alarm bell will let you know when new videos come out, and a thumbs up is always appreciated. So with that being said, you guys have a great day.